Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node. What's going on, my boo-boos? Hope you guys are doing boo-boo-ish. I mean good. But my Sag. I appreciate all of you, my beautiful subscribers. Now, Saggies, we're going to get into a general reading all about shadow work and self-development, shadow work in career and finances, and shadow work in love. We're going to see what your higher self wants to let you know. And then we're going to close out with this new deck I got called Spiritual as Fuck, which they're fucking hilarious. And when we're doing some deep inner work, you know, we got to end it with some little bit of humor. So we're going to do that, boo-boo. And just know, since it's Scorpio season, it's all about death and rebirth. So a lot of transformations, a lot of things taking place, a lot of things pummeling, a lot of things building, a lot of things coming to the surface. So Scorpios, man, they're all about them secrets. Not talking about them in a bad way. You know what I mean, Saggies. But other than that, my beautiful Saggies, just know that so generating, so it may or may not resonate. If it doesn't resonate, please check out your other signs or check back next time, boo-boo. And if you enjoy spending your time with me here today, I'll greatly appreciate if you hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. And if you want to book your own personal reading or healing session, all that information is down in the description box below. And I just heard some of you guys are mean by healing sessions. I do one-on-one shadow work sessions. I do one-on-one readings. I do one-on-one ancestral healing. Do one-on-one Reiki. So all of that good. And also the link for my merch is down in the description box below as well. But other than that, I give you guys a good view because I know I've been slacking on these readings, so forgive me. But other than that, Saggies, let's get into it. Before I started, I kept hearing 2-2, 2-2-2, just two, a lot about twos. Why two? I just heard about love, you know, two people coming together, creating three, creating one, creating two. So probably has a lot to do with about love. But alright, Saggies, let's see. For shadow work and love for my Sag. Shadow work and love for my Sag. You know what? Let me shuffle it one more time. Clear the air. Alright. So for shadow work for my Saggies. Oh, another one didn't want to come out. Let's see. This is deep. It's gonna be deep. All right. God, these cards are beautiful. You have number 37, transitions. You have all the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. Hold on, let me see if you guys get, there we go. Kind of looks a little creepy, but if you think about it, it's like the ancestors. You know, we get a little creeped out from our ancestors because that's probably what 222 is coming forth, because it's you collaborating with a deeper level of yourself you never have before. I'm getting this energy that some of you Saggies, when you're going through a transition, any time in life, it's like you are unraveling a part of your lineage where you're trying to break the ancestral pattern. That could be in love, that could be in thought process, that could be in emotional patterns. You know, breaking barriers that have been blocking your lineage from even its own abundance, its own legacy. So I feel like a lot of you Saggies right now are going through a transitional period in your self-development where you're taking time out for yourself. So if people are questioning, you know, why aren't you showing up? Why aren't you, you know, being your regular you? Is because you're going through... Yes, you're going through a transition, but you're going through a period where you're questioning even your own essence. You're questioning who you have been already and who you can become more of. Also, I want to let you know, Saggies, you know, one thing I love about Saggies is that you guys are very optimistic. And some of you guys are a little fiery, a little feisty, a little fiery, but very, very optimistic. And I feel right now maybe you have lost that touch of optimism. So maybe I feel you have to go through a state of contemplation to really see that the resources you've been relying on are probably not the resources that are going to help you level up emotionally, mentally, physically. Especially if you guys are wanting to create more for yourself. It's going to require you to assess what have you been relying on already, and what is it that you need to change that's not going to assist you moving forward. Because even though some things have been helping us work in this moment, doesn't mean it's going to help us work in the next moment. I hope that makes sense. But let's see. For my Sag. What else? What is the actual shadow work that my Saggies need to do? Oh. That wanted to come out. Four of Swords in the reverse. Interesting, because the Four of Swords means like someone who's meditating, someone who's contemplating, someone who's praying, someone who's like knowing... Getting this energy of pick your battles wisely. And if it's in the reverse, it's just like you're someone who's ready to go, someone who's ready to take action. So I think you're ready to take into action, Saggies, what you have been already learning within yourself. So it's like you want to apply something new that you haven't done before. It's interesting because I'm getting this energy of a lot of you Saggies are wanting to tap more into your feminine energy, not in a way, you know, where you put on makeup and all that stuff. It's more of an energy of tapping into a loving aspect like you never had before. I'm getting like a motherly energy, which is very interesting. But what else that my Saggies need to do? Like shadow work when it comes to my Saggies and self-development. Shadow work. That Six of Swords wanted to come out twice, but it didn't. So that's what I figured. It's funny because in the beginning I was talking about love, so there's a reason, because you have Two of Cups. I wanted to come out. I feel some of you Saggies are in a place where you're wanting to jump in to a new relationship that you feel is going to benefit your healing process, is going to benefit your journey, which relationships actually do help us upon our journey. But if we're in a place where, I don't want to say we haven't cultivated love for ourselves, but if we're in a place where where we don't feel fully fulfilled where we want to be, like self-reliant or independent wise, we're always going to question if a relationship is good for us or not. Because some of us may think we know what we want in a relationship, but when that person does come towards us, it's like, am I where I want to be in my life before I am with someone else? And I feel this energy that you have someone, Saggies, in your reality where maybe you have been so used to having this person around and they gave you this sense of comfortability, but maybe the transition is having to not only release this, but to understanding what was the lesson that this is trying to teach you. What is the lesson? Because if you're still in this victim mentality where this person has done things to me, or you're looking at them in a way where, you know, they made you have to question their motives. See, look at her eyes, just like you had to question their motives. Then what is it that makes you believe that you should still entertain this? Does it feel like love? Or are you looking at the potentiality of believing that it could be something and not seeing the reality of it? So it's just a matter of the transitioning of your thought process, believing that you deserve something better. Because the reason why a majority of us sometimes don't have the courage to move forward or to let go is because we think we can't get anything better. Or we think we can't find that same intensity like we had with that person with another person. Or we put a label or a story behind what this person has done to me, or you put a story behind who you think they are. And in reality, what if you need to transition out how you thought was love and really seeing what love could potentially be? Not what you think love should be in your own way. I hope that makes sense. It's interesting that love popped out. You know, it's just general reading. But I feel the shadow work you need to do on is ask yourself this question, Saggies. Through all the relationships you've been in, and this person that you think this is the person for you, even though they keep disappointing you, Even I just get this energy that this person takes from you and you always give to them. You always give to them, but they don't give much to you. Do you see how he's ready to grab onto her cup and then he's not even giving her cup? This has nothing to do with gender. I'm getting this energy that you give more than this person gives. So don't mind the rain, you guys. Mother Nature's making herself known. But I'm getting this energy of, ask yourself, is this the best God can give me? Is this what God thinks I deserve? Is this the best God can give me? When you can ask yourself that deep question, really contemplate. Don't rush. Really contemplate. Oh, it wanted me to flip it over. Really contemplate. Is this the best God can give me? No? Alright. Alright, career and finances for my Saggies. Career and finances for my Saggies. What's the shadow work they gotta do for career and finances? Oh shit, 2 wanted to come out. What's going on, my mom? See? 2, man. Everything's relevant. Number 19, accountability. Responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. Okay. Number 4, strength and vulnerability. True power lies at the root of a perceived weakness. Oh, okay. I feel like a lot of my Saggies, y'all responsible. Y'all know how to take care of your shit. Y'all know how to budget. Y'all know how to do things for you. Implement that self-love. Saggies, I feel when it comes to career and finances, it's not your job to take care of everyone. You may have a position where you are meant to have responsibility over how you help other people with advice, because that is a huge responsibility. But I'm getting this energy of you have to be responsible for how you respond and what you're offering through your career, and also how you actually see yourself as a money magnet. I know that sounds really weird, but hear me out. So what I'm really getting here when it comes to career, some of you guys need to have the strength and understanding. It's good to learn new things and take accountability for the fact that you're not in a place where you're an expert. Some levels you are, but some levels you're not. And it requires you to take accountability for the fact that it is a gift to understand where you're at and what you can offer in that moment and what you can learn as well, but also have the strength and understanding you're not exactly in a place where you can fully be equipped to assist on a level that you've never been before. I hope that makes sense. But when it comes to finances, let's see, let's get the tarot on it before I continue. Shadow work when it comes to career and finances for my Saggies. I hope this makes sense, Saggies. Just like champ. Ah, this rain feels fantastic. Queen of Pentacles, okay. Whoa, okay. Whoa, alright. Alright, you got the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. A lot of mental, I wouldn't say mental conflict, a lot of mental, a lot of thinking. I'm getting this energy of trying to master your craft and trying to master your wealth. And I feel that a lot of you Saggies are in a state where you know exactly what you are worthy of when it comes to money and when it comes in the type of career you want to invest yourself in. You gain enough enlightenment, but I feel that there is a process where the shadow work in when it comes to career and finances is do not rush into things you haven't gained clarity fully on. Now, I'm not saying do not start. I'm saying if you don't have enough detail to put in to become a leader at something new, do not be impulsive. And like, for example, say you work in a corporate business and you know, you're really good at what you're doing. You're an accountant or something like that. You know, that's the first thing that came to my mind. And all of a sudden you have to do something different. So say you're an accountant and you have to work with someone in your field that has to do with the graphic designing, you know? This is so weird that this is coming up. And you don't know that much about graphic designing. But all of a sudden you have someone who, say you're working with someone who does graphic designing and they go walk off. And you learned a little bit what you need to learn throughout, that hour, that couple minutes. And then you have someone that comes up, someone new, someone who's visiting the company. And all of a sudden they think you know about graphic designing because you're in the space where, you know, that person had to take off for a few minutes. And all of a sudden they ask you questions and you're going over there and you're giving them questions because you're so excited about learning something new, but you really don't know much about it. And then all of a sudden they ask you questions you can't answer. And it's just like you're trying to define your worth based on what you don't know. But you have to understand, it takes a sense of being honest and vulnerable with the fact that you need to start new. I'm getting this energy that a lot of you Saggies need to start new. You're an expert at what you already do. There's more to you that divine is trying to lead you to. That is something you need to delve in. That is probably more of a divine purpose for you. Maybe you fulfilled your purpose doing something already. Maybe you're gaining that clarity to know that it's time to move forward. It's time to move something different. And I love that because you see this picture? She's like, what's my next space? Where's next? What do I have to do next? And it takes courage to be honest with yourself. Are you happy where you're currently doing? Are you continuously being happy with what you are doing? Or you know there's more? There's more that you can be and more that you can do, more that you can have. So I hope that makes sense, Saggies. I hope that makes sense. But let's get into love. When it comes to love, my Saggies. When it comes to love, my Saggies. When it comes to love for my Saggies. Shadow work for my Saggies. Before I can... Who else got this? I don't know if Taurus got this. Or Cancer. One of those two. But before I continue, I feel the shadow work you need to do is, Saggies, it's okay to be a beginner. And it's okay to end something that doesn't fulfill you anymore. Yeah. So your shadow work is understanding that there's always periods in our life where we have to meet a level because that level is going to help us do something different. Like for me, I don't believe I'm going to be doing tarot for the rest of my life. We're always going to be leveling up into something different and something new. And that's something you need to embrace. So what is it behind you not giving yourself the time to and the vulnerability to be honest with yourself? You know, do I want to continue this route, or is there something else I want to try? So, but all right, let's get into love. This is interesting because you have number 35, presence of absence. Hold what is absent in the presence of your love. I am getting this energy. Some of you Saggies probably did lose a loved one, a spouse. I just heard in the army, very interesting, from the army. It was recently Veterans Day, so I heard this story the other day from my friend when she was at school, that the teacher started crying, and the teacher out of nowhere said, you know, my kids keep asking me when's their daddy coming home. I think her kids are like 4 or something. And she still hasn't told them that, you know, her husband has passed away. And that's very heartbreaking. So to any of my Saggies out there who has lost someone, you know, my condolences and only love to you. Now, for my Saggies who are single, and for my Saggies who feel like they're single, and something told me to bring that up. If you're talking to someone, or if you're already in a commitment, I'm getting this energy of, mostly for my singles, that, okay, this is not just for my singles. This is for people who are in relationships as well. You're feeling a sense of loneliness. And I feel like it's not because this person's not making you feel loved. It's because you feel like there is something that has popped up that doesn't fulfill you on an intimate level, like a relationship should. Now, I'm not saying your relationship is not fulfilling. I'm saying there's a part of something within you that you never known before, that it's just like, where is this coming from type of feeling. Now, for my singles, I'm getting this energy of you're questioning if love will ever come. And you know, we all think that way. But here's the thing, Saggies. You are love itself. You are love itself. I recently did a video called Stop Chasing the One and Start Becoming the One. Because this is a perfect indication of why I did that video. Because a lot of us need to understand that everything is love. The blades of grass you see behind me, that pole is love. It's bringing stability in order for rain not to fall on me. There's love everywhere. Divine created love, created everything through love, especially you. So that means you're part of that love. So Saggies, I feel like there's a part of you that you have forgotten to love, and you want someone to love that part of you. So I'm getting this energy of you're seeking intimacy, but intimacy is not about physical touch. It's not about, sexuality. It's into me you see, into you I see. Do you see into you? Do you see you for who you are? Do you love you the way that a soulmate should love you? That's the real question, Saggies. Alright, so let's see. Why is this here? Presence of absence. Shadow work, my Saggies in love. Queen of Cups. A lot of you Saggies know your worth. Wow. Alright. Wow, Saggies. Okay. For a lot of my Saggies who are questioning love, I feel like Spirit wants to remind you, like I said in the beginning, is this the best God can give you when it comes to love? 22, as I'm looking at it, like I said at the beginning, there is love for you, Saggies. You got to know this, but you got to understand that love doesn't reside in another person. It resides in you. And when you feel that immense love that you know you have, that you know you are, two, as I just said that, your emotions run deep. You're so optimistic. You're so fiery. You're so passionate, so spontaneous, my Saggies. You have that fire within you to spark a passion with anyone and everything. And immediately, when you are attracted to someone, you attracted immediately. And I say this because, well, you got the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, the Lovers, and the Ace of Wands. This is pure divine passion and a divine counterpart. And the reason why I'm telling you that the shadow work you need to do is, why do you feel any absence of love when you are it itself? Because that very absence is blocking this counterpart from coming in. It's blocking this spiritual connection that's in the 5D coming into the 3D. You need to bring yourself back to life and light your fire up again and feel faithful and trust in the situation that love is meant for you. You are love itself, of course, is meant for you. We all have a divine counterpart upon this planet. God will never create us without creating someone who is meant for us. But it's just a matter of, Saggies, do you see your own love? Do you see your own worth? Do you pamper yourself with that love, or you're just savoring it until that person comes? So you're hard on yourself. You put so much pressure on yourself. You hang out with people you don't want to hang out with. You do things you don't want to do. You think thoughts that don't make you feel good. Saggies. Every Saggy I've ever met in my life has always been good on their own. But deep within, they feel that void. It's a matter of how you're going to stop looking at the cup half empty and start looking at it half full. Because boy, oh boy. And I feel like this counterpart that's coming into your life, it's like God wants you to do the shadow work and realizing, what is this absence of love? Maybe some of you guys need to fill this absence of love with connecting to your spirit, connecting to your higher self, connecting to God more. There has always been a time in my life where I used to be a chaser of love, very codependent upon it, even avoidant of it too. But when I realized this, the only thing that was left for me to do is go back to God, go back to the divine. And every time I cried and wept and asked, teach me how to love myself, teach me how to love life, teach me how to feel good about being me, about knowing that I am worthy, knowing that I am lovable and loving. And every time I did that, I've never felt a love the way that I feel, that connection I do with our source. And I say this because when we're looking for love, we're looking at it, we're seeking it from an empty place. We're not seeking it from a full place. And even then, when you're full and whole, you ain't seeking it. So your shadow work is, why don't you feel whole already? And why aren't you seeking to feel whole through yourself, from yourself first? That's deep. But boy, oh boy, my Sagittarius. Damn, does divine getting you ready for something so beautiful, so attractive, so strong, so long lasting. I'm happy for you. Truly. Alright. Now let's see what your higher self wants to let you know about this reading. My Sagittarius higher self, what do you want to let them know? What do you want to let my Sagittarius know? What do you want to let my Sagittarius know? Sagittarius higher self, what do you want to let them know about this reading? What do you want to let my Sagittarius know about this reading? I love this card. You are the universe. You are the universe, Sagittarius. I feel like your higher self wants to let you know the reason why you're going through a huge transition, the reason why things are changing, the reason why it feels empty right now is because you are meant to build something very long lasting, like a legacy. Something that's going to be so profound that not only your kids are going to be taken care of, but your kids, grandkids are going to be taken care of as well. So Sagittarius, the reason why everything seems so pressurized right now, if that's even a word, I'm going to use it though, is because you're being prepared for something very powerful. And I feel that is a kingdom. That is a kingdom, a legacy. And is there such thing as a kingdom? Absolutely. We can still build a castle and have a crystal palace. I believe that shit. But it's just a matter of knowing the power of your intention and knowing the power of your worth brings you to a more harmonious state with the universe, to realizing that you are everything already. That you are everything that you seek. You have it already. There's a part of you that is already experiencing it. And you know how that's true? Because you can imagine it. So Sagittarius, I feel like your higher self wants to let you know you are it already. It's just a matter of going through the process of allowing it not only to unfold, but allowing yourself to enjoy the unfolding of becoming someone you never seen yourself being. I mean, you've seen yourself being it, but just like experiencing it, it's different. It's different. Yeah, I'm different. I'm sorry. All right, what else? My Sagittarius higher self want to let them know. Excuse me, sir. Please. No. Go. Spider. Spiders may be significant for you guys. What else, my Sagittarius higher self want to let them know? These bugs are loving me today. What else, my Sagittarius higher self want to let them know? Interesting. Alright. Let's get it. You have, I love it, green. Green is of the heart. Some of you guys need to work on your heart chakra. You have serenity. Through love, release, and inner work, I know peace. I have a gentle view of life and welcome every step with confidence. I remain brave in the face of fear and have the wisdom to let the universe do its work. You are the universe. So when you know you are the universe, you allow the universe, the flow, the unknown to do its thing. You even allow your higher self, your intuition, to surprise you. And just allow your ego to just like, you know what? You could take a step back for a little bit. And you feel alright with that. You feel alright with that. It takes a lot of courage to just trust. It takes a lot of courage to trust. But alright, let's get an outcome with the spiritual as fuck card. Because these cards fucking crack me up, yo. Alright, what is it that you want to close it out for my Saggies? Let's bring a little humor to them. For my Saggies regarding the shadow work. Squeeze me, but that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Alright, what else you want to let my beautiful Saggies know regarding this reading? Okay. Be unfuckable with the bull. Be unfuck with the bull. Be unfuck with the bull. If you find yourself fucked with, take a moment to reflect on what part of you is out of whack and is susceptible to being fucked with the bull. And then check that shit with some self-love. When you're filled to the brim with love, nothing anyone says or does bothers you, and no negativity can touch you. You know what that makes you? A badass. A big old spiritual fucking badass. I had to fucking add that because, you know, fuck it. Why not? You are a spiritual badass, Saggies. When you love yourself to an immense level, when you know what you deserve and you don't give a shit what the outer world is doing, not in a way where you're selfish, but in a way where, you know what, that's your projection, that's not mine. I know who I am, I know what I deserve, and I know when I'm in a place of knowing what I deserve, the universe works in my favor. So I'm just going to send you love. Alright, my Saggies, that is all I have for you. That is all I have for you. I'm just looking at this like, fuck what they say. Fuck what they say, Saggies. Not giving a fuck is better than revenge. Yeah, I'm done. I don't know, my beautiful Saggies. If you got any clarity, any upliftment, or any confirmation, please hit that like button, subscribe to this channel. And if you want to book your own personal reading or healing session, all the information down in the description box below. And if you want to be notified of these videos, just hit that notification button, because I know that YouTube has a thing with shutting them off. But other than that, like I said, all my information down in the description box below. But I love you, Saggies. I really hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next one.